Hey folks, welcome to Tuesday's Market SITREP here at Top Gun Options, almost high noon on this Tuesday. And I'm going to send out an alert right now to close out the weekly options trade that we put on yesterday. We looked to put on yesterday. This was a bull put spread on Amazon, just the gift that keeps on giving. We've been trading volatility for the past couple weeks in our weekly options as we saw these Monday rip your face off implosions, and then the rest of the week the market rallied. Well, yesterday we had a rip your face off rally, so I decided to get back in Amazon. So here's the trade from yesterday. It was a weekly options bull put spread, the 17.12, 17.10.5, bringing in a credit of about 70 cents, and that's risking about $5,400 to potentially make $2,100 by Friday. But folks, like the guy in the song said, go on, take the money and run. This is this trade at 25 cents is up about what, $1,350, $1,400, and that is a nice 64% gain or profit on the potential credit that you could break in. So hey man, 64% or $1,300, $1,350 in a day. I'll take that every day if I could. So nice one-day weekly options trade. Strategically, what's going on? Really starting to see the I get the two boxers are going at it here, China and the United States, but emerging markets are starting to really feel the ripples here as well. We used to trade the EWZ a lot. That was one of our Captain Kirk trades. Kind of recovered over the past, I'd say week and a half-ish. This wasn't a good-looking chart, man. Just stair-stepping down, stair-stepping down, stair-stepping down. Looks like it's found maybe a little bit of a bottom here in Brazil. We'll talk about this at 1 o'clock in our primary live trade brief. Same thing with China. Here's the, oh my God, we're going to have a trade war, and then the market actually rallying the other day, like our markets did, on actual shots fired in a trade war. So you have to be careful when the market ain't doing what you think it should be doing. You're wrong, not the market. Strategically, also a lot of issues with the Brexit. Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson resigned yesterday. This is incredible to me. This really is a demonstration of typical limousine liberal government over in Europe. The people voted and demanded one thing, and 2 years later, the government's still sitting there going, you guys aren't smart enough to know what you want, so here's what we're going to do. Kind of a Brexit light or not at all. So Theresa May's losing a lot of folks who are saying, hey, man, this is what the people wanted, and we're not giving it to them. So I'm keeping my eye on that, keeping my eye on oil. More importantly today, keeping my eye on the TV and just the liberal meltdown from Donald Trump's Supreme Court justice pick last night. He could have nominated Jesus Christ for the Supreme. Well, actually, if he nominated Jesus Christ for the Supreme Court, they would liberals and Democrats would hate him even more because I'll leave it at that. But just seeing what's going on politically in Washington is comical. Not one Democrat's going to vote for him unless they're in a red state, because I know Trump actually invited some of the red state Democrats, like Manchin from West Virginia, the lady from was Missouri, whatever. Really political gamesmanship there, inviting these red state Democrats to the ceremony last night, and of course they all declined. Anyway, folks, so U.S. stocks are climbing. We're seeing a little bit of a follow-through from yesterday's rip your face off rally. Dow's up about $1.50. S&P's up about 5 to 10 points. So U.S. stocks climb as investors focus on earnings season. I got to be honest with you, that's not necessarily a good-looking headline. Earnings season might not be that good. With stock market in lull, investors pin hopes on earnings boom. So as we've covered, this bounce, this near-death experience back here at the beginning of the May off the 200-day moving average, bounce, flat, bounce off the 50-day, flat, and then do you think we're just going to keep going up here in earnings season? In the primary live trade brief today at 1 o'clock in about an hour, we're going to take a look at getting long volatility. I think Q2 earnings are going to be good, but I got to be honest with you, I just don't think they're going to be that good, folks. Here's conflicting headlines, right? Don't worry about the earnings slowdown yet, but here comes Q2 earnings season. Expect stellar numbers, but watch the outlook. Remember, an earnings call, folks, is usually two parts. It's one part, hey, this last quarter was either great or not so great, and then a forward look. Well, here's the outlook. So, stocks usually don't rally or go down based on what they did in the past quarter, they rally or go down based on what the outlook is. And with this trade war, folks, starting to get into full effect, I don't think the outlooks are going to be that good. So God bless America. I'd love to see market rally, Q2 earnings be just phenomenal, and we just keep going up here. But look at what happened with Q1 earnings back here. The market just shrugged. The best earnings I've seen in about a quarter of a century in doing this, and the market just kind of shrugged. So this time I don't think we get a shrug. I think we get a pullback. That's why I'm looking to get long volatility. But Trump's got some wind in his sail, folks, with the economy. The JOLTS numbers came out today. The jobs report, jobs opening. Look at this. More job openings than unemployed workers. Why? Well, people are quitting at an all-time high to find better jobs or better paying jobs. The payroll numbers on Friday were phenomenal. Yeah, the unemployment rate went up, but it was in a good way. It actually went up, and I'll explain at 1 o'clock. But look at this. Also on Friday, the number came out, a trade deficit came out. Is Trump winning? Yeah, he is. He's narrowing that trade deficit that's you could drive a truck through. So he's got some airspeed on his aircraft to be able to pull some G's and maneuver. So the economy's good, but folks, I just don't know if earnings are going to be that stellar. Even Morgan Stanley's starting to shrug their shoulders a little bit when it comes to tech. We've seen a pretty good rally in tech, even at the tech stocks that shouldn't be rallying, right? Facebook, the Cambridge Analytica scandals, worse than we thought, and yeah, FBI, SEC, FTC, DOJ, and all the alphabet soup in Washington is probing around Facebook. That ain't necessarily good news, folks, but still you see this rally here. Take a look at Apple. Same type of thing. These tech stocks just have been in fuego. Now, obviously, Tesla ain't a tech stock; it's a car company. But look at the volatility in this thing, man. Look at this implosion, dead cat bounce. I'd be a seller of Tesla there. But we'll talk about this at 1 o'clock because there's some comical stuff going on here. An outspoken Amazon critic joined the staff at the FTC. We're going to talk about this again at 1 o'clock. This is the threat to any of our Amazon trades. We have a couple. Well, like I said, I'm going to look to close out the weekly options trade, but we have a regular July expiration on an Amazon, a bull put spread right here at around 1,700. We're already up here at 1,750, so that one's looking pretty good as well. But that's the risk to Amazon, is that dude right there. I think that that Amazon's pretty much inoculated to kind of the Trump tweets. We saw a couple months ago when the president woke up and decided to start banging around Bezos, and he's putting the post office out of business and everything like that, and it survived just fine. But there is political risk in Amazon, in my opinion. So, but all right, folks, I'll tell you what, I got to get running because I got to get ready for our 1 o'clock primary live trade brief. If you're new to TGO, or this is the first time you're hearing one of our SITREPs, just go to our homepage, topgunoptions.com, and scroll down, and you can take a 2-week test flight into any of our skill-based services here, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Okay, so enjoy the rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and God bless.